Hey everyone, Laura with We Met Wirework and More here, and today I'm going to show you how to do this very simple watercolor painting, and it's a really great project to do with the kids as you get to take that walk outside and talk about the change in the season, gather leaves to use for this project. So I highly recommend this one for children. And before we get started, don't forget to subscribe, like, and after the video, share and leave me your comments. All right, let's get started. The materials we are going to use for this painting today is a piece of watercolor paper. I would suggest practicing on some less expensive paper before moving on to your heavier grade, more expensive stuff. And then these paints I got from a teacher's store, and it's a school grade watercolor palette. We have a styrofoam plate with a bit of sponge, and that's just been cut off of a regular utility sponge. We have a Sharpie, we have a couple of sizes of paint brushes, and then we have a couple of oak leaves. You can use any leaves that you like. I just especially like the shape of an oak leaf. And then we also have just our spray bottle. So the first thing we do is we take our leaves and we want to just lay them on the paper and find a pattern placement that we like. And I think I'm just going to go with them side by side like that. And then we have our water on our plate here, and I'm going to just pick up a couple of different colors of paint here. I think I might add a little bit of purple in there. Oh, that's pretty. Look at how that's coming along. And then I'm going to just start to dab around my leaves, making sure that we get in around all of those curves, the curves in the corners. And I really do like that purple. It's quite nice. Okay, so we're going to let that dry completely, and then we'll come back and we will paint the insides. So I'm pretty sure that our painting is dry now. So a general rule of thumb is if you feel you're painting with the back of your hand and it doesn't feel cool, then you can be pretty confident that your painting is dry. So we're going to take our larger paintbrush and we're just going to wet it down a little bit. And once again, our paints are already wet. I've wet them down with our trusty little spray bottle here. And I'm going to start off with a little bit of yellow. And you have to remember with watercolors that you cannot paint over darker colors. So you always need to start light and work backwards. Unlike acrylics, where you can go in and you can add layers of lighter colors on the darker ones. So it's a reverse way of thinking with watercolor. So I'm just going to go in and I'm going to just lightly paint the shape of our leaf. Now I'm not concerned with creating, filling in all of these white spots, as that's just not going to happen. It's a little bit more of an abstract kind of painting. And now I'm keeping this fairly wet. I'm applying the paint fairly heavily. because we're going to go in and we are going to start adding the other colors on top of this. So for this one, I think I'm going to take just a little dab of green, and I'm going to work that in there, blend it in a little bit. And we can do that by adding the color and then just spreading it out a bit with our brush, with a wet brush. I'm going to take a little bit of the darker green. I'm going to get that in there. Once again, coming in with a wet brush and just working that color through. Coming along the edge of that color and bringing it to drawing it down into our yellow. Okay, and there we go. So once again, we're just going to let this dry for a little while, and then we'll come back and we will add the details. Well, so now we get to take our Sharpie and we are going to just draw around the outside of our leaves, and then also go over the lines for the veins that we had made in each one of them. So there you go. Here is our oak leaf watercolor painting. I hope you enjoyed this project. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Hit the bell so you get the notifications when we come up with other really great projects. And in the meantime, have a fantastic day, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks so much.